Greetings.
Cheers.
To you.
Cheers. And welcome to Up to Hido.
Could you do our music? Can you remember the tune?
Do. No, not like that. What is
It's
it?
what down. No, something like that.
Who knows?
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, picked it from the website. Free music.
Yep.
I like it. I just can't remember right now what it is.
It is good. We do like it.
We do like it.
My hair's sticking up.
Do you know what, guys? I've had to move my fringe. Did you notice?
I did notice. Why? Is it too long? You have a big kiss curl
It's
there.
too long. I've got a kiss curl, which looks like two little wings. Needs
It's
colours.
your
Don't
angel.
even look. Don't even look at the top of my head. I've got greys. I've got greys.
Well, I mean, at your age, you should really.
35 years of age. Oh, word.
I started going grey when I was 14.
Jeepers, oh, you've been stressed from the age of 14.
Yes, I have. Is my hair sticking out because it's annoying me now? Is it?
Where?
There?
No, your hair's looking good. You've put colour in it. No, you're looking great. Sure.
Colour in a
Keeping
cotton
yourself
wee
looking
fringe.
lovely.
Oh,
And
trying
your
my
gorgeous
best.
wee shirt.
Do you like my
No.
wee shirt?
Gorgeous.
My wee hearts.
For Pride Month.
Yes.
Put on
Go
our
Pride.
colourful hearts.
Yeah, I think it's a bit dark though. I mean, the hearts are colourful, but I think
know.
it's a bit dark.
No, I like it. I'm a black. You're in black. We're emos.
Yay.
Yeah. What's the crack, Phil? I haven't seen you since our last recording, which is True Bill. True Bill.
Do you know, it's been a busy week.
Tell me.
Tell you?
Tell me up. Every time.
Like, does he have a car?
Uh-huh.
Can
I ask you a question?
Yeah.
We might have already discussed this. But you know at the end of Grease when the car flies?
Mhm.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
Have you read the sort of fan theories that they actually died and that was them away up to heaven?
Is that something to do with Frankie Valli? His
Oh,
beauty
is it?
school dropout? Because
but we've been through this. Frankie Valli does not sing Beauty School Dropout.
Who sings Beauty School Dropout?
Some other man. Frankie Valli does the Grease is the word.
Who did Beauty School Dropout?
I'll find out for you.
Google.
Tell us about your week as we're going.
Okay.
Also, Philippa got us alcohol free because we're off the drink.
Don't drink no more.
Shandies. And they look like wee.
But you know what? I love a
Look
wee
like
shandy.
samples.
It's
So
like
I love a shandy too.
that's like Shandy Bass. You wouldn't remember Shandy Bass. You used to get in the tin back in the day.
Don't know him.
Well, when I was in primary school, I'm talking maybe about 8 years old.
Right.
I was taking a packed lunch into school.
Oh.
So thought instead of taking a bottle of juice, I would just take a tin of Shandy Bass in from a packed lunch.
What happened?
Oh, the teacher saw it and sent a note home. I don't think this is appropriate.
Oh, was there actual alcohol in that one?
Well, not
Really.
5 or something.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it wasn't sold in an off license or anything. You
Oh,
could buy it in
okay,
the shop, but
kind
still.
of like a snowball. My mother was drinking snowballs from the age of 4.
But there's alcohol in a snowball.
Well,
Apricot.
well, that explains it all, Caroline. That stunted your growth.
And who was drinking sherry? Is that Claire Bennett?
From a young age?
Like 3-year-old at somebody's wedding?
Oh, jeepers, could well be, yeah.
And she got that drunk she bit the glass.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
See,
days.
back in the day, different times.
We touch Alexei in there.
Different
Biting the
times.
glass. Different times.
Yeah.
Different times, you're
That's
right.
it. I mean, you used to go in a car with no seatbelt.
That's mad, isn't it? I know, right enough.
And smoke in the car, like.
Mad. Have I told you, sorry, just while we're on it, Frankie Avalon?
Oh.
We had this before, but you knew it was a Frankie.
It was a Frankie.
But I was watching this video on Instagram, right, and it was a baby. We'll get to your week, Philippa. I promise you we will.
This is more exciting than my week, to be fair.
It was a baby. So this family were in a pool, swimming pool. And obviously there were mum, dad, 2 sort of older siblings, maybe like 8 and 10 or so. And then a wee baby, on, you know, like one of those flotation devices. Like almost it was in a life jacket and it was just floating around the pool. And the caption on the video was like, who would ever do that to their baby? And I was like, what the heck? I was like, that's crazy. Why are people filming this? Get social services in there quick. Then it turns around, it was a doll. It was a doll.
Did you see the thing too in Belfast? The guy on his bike with a kid around his neck.
That was real.
I know it was real, but why?
That was crazy. Yeah, my Uncle Pierre sent that into the Morris chat.
Why though?
On earth? I don't know.
That is
But even the way
nonsense.
he cycled up the roundabout as well.
But the wrong way around a roundabout.
Yeah. Oh, too much. But here, do you remember the time I thought someone left their baby in Marxies?
No.
So I was working in the fitting rooms, the ladies' fitting rooms, and a mother came in with a trolley with, one of the things.
Mhm.
How do you not remember this story, Philip? And with a baby seat on it, a baby in the seat with a sort of blanket over it, and I thought, sleeping. And her daughter, again, maybe 9 or so, if even. And they left the trolley and went to try on other clothes, and I was like, baby. I was like, the baby's here. So I'm looking like, and they were taking quite a while. I was like, what's going on? So I'm looking, and then I was like, that baby's quiet. So I tiptoe over, looking to see where the ma is. She's still busy. And I was like, oh gosh, the baby's like, why is it so quiet? Went over, went to touch its wee foot because it was sticking out of the blanket just to be like, freezing cold. It was a doll as well. Dolls everywhere. Why is everybody bringing dolls everywhere, treating them like they're real babies? I was up to Hido in that moment. Had social services ready. I thought she was just going to do everything.
No, Vanessa, that's not how you do.
I'm young and cool.
You had social services ready.
Yeah, I'm young. One of my wee clients worked did that one day for a phone and I near died.
Now you're doing it?
Now I'm doing it because I'm cool.
No, you phone social services. Hello, operator. Hello, operator. Hello, operator.
Smoke signals. So you go, dolls. Dolls everywhere. Anyway, your crack up to Hido. What's happening?
Well, wasn't a bad week actually.
That's what we like to hear.
I was working loads. I had my mother had a wee appointment in Belfast for eye surgery. So that was a bit
stressful. You're getting very good at driving to the big city.
I didn't even use the sat nav or anything.
Stop it. Where had you to go to?
Great Victoria Street.
It's the greatest of all the Victoria Streets.
It's the best.
Queen Victoria has an awful lot named after her.
Too much, do you think?
Too much. So just a wee bit. There's other queens available.
Like the bar in EastEnders?
Queen Vic. Yeah, they're everywhere. Wonder, do you think she got called like Vic or Vicky in her time?
I don't think she would have been a Vicky.
No. I can see her as a Vicky.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Back in those days?
Yeah.
With her bodice and her full skirt and all? And her wee doily hat?
A wee doily hat.
No, I think she would have been a Victoria.
Victoria.
A mom.
Mom.
Yes, mom.
So well done. You drove all the way up there. Yeah. No sat nav.
2 days in a row.
Check.
And got parked right outside.
Winning.
In the same parking space.
Winning.
2 days in a row.
That's just wonderful news. Yeah. I'm delighted for you.
So yes, we got that done and out of the way. She's recovering well, touch wood.
Help to recover, Auntie Liz.
So yeah, that's pretty good.
Good.
Michael had his last A-level exam this week, so he is no longer a school child.
But I can't really deal with this information, to be honest with you.
No, it's not easy, Vanessa.
It's not easy. I was thinking the other day, do you remember, I often wonder, have I traumatized him in any way? Because, Michael was my best friend when he was like 3, as they all seem to be, and then they leave me. But once we were out in my garden and we were playing with something and I was kneeling down and Michael went to run and jump just randomly and I couldn't catch him in time, so he fell and hit his head and he ran into you. And I was like, I wonder, does he remember that and is he traumatized?
Yeah, he
does he say?
He talks about it in sleep every night.
That's why when I come in, he goes like that.
Getting flashbacks.
Do you remember anything specific from your childhood that's kind of not like trauma, like real trauma? Don't worry, it's not therapy, everyone. But like that was affected you. It's not trauma, but then it deeply affect you.
I remember whenever Granny lived in Malaya, we had the chip shop.
Do you remember that?
Not a huge amount, but I remember the layout of it. So it was sweets in the front.
Yeah.
It was a fish and chip takeaway after that, and then you were to sit in takeaway at the back, like tables and all.
So it was quite the operation, wasn't it?
Oh God, it was some show.
Some show.
So I remember Claire. My mum and dad were both working, and it was busy in the summer and all. I won't say daring, I'll say forcing me to run up behind my mum and dad behind the fryers.
Your sister did?
Yeah. To the front of the sweetie shop.
Right.
Getting a handful of those flying saucers and come back and give them to her.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get caught?
No.
She made you.
She made me.
My mum always remembers the rainbow drops.
Oh.
And I think they were in a big tub. She used to just scoop them. She loves them. To this day, she still loves them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, your
the
sister
slant
did
saucers are
traumatize you
clumps.
quite a lot, to be
Oh,
fair.
she told me I was adopted all the time.
Yeah. Have we told the Exorcist story?
I think we have.
That's the best one.
Mhm.
It's so good. Or when she tied your hands behind your back and made you jump up.
Still got the scar. And that's where the hairs grow out of now. My chin is that bloody scar.
Chinny chin.
Mhm.
See?
Like the Billy Goat's gruff sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. It's like, do you know
No,
when
you shouldn't say yes,
No.
Vanessa.
No. Do you know when you're in the car, we were talking about this today, and the light shines and you just get like your wee fuzz or your wee...
Yes.
I hate that.
The mirror in the car is great for highlighting facial hair that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And also where my mum and dad live, their lift, whatever way the light shines above you, the mirror there, honestly.
Yeah.
I could take a pair of tweezers in there and stand for an hour plucking
my hair.
Plucking my chin. That's really not a pleasant thought, me plucking my chin. Like,
no, but you put it in everyone's head now.
Sorry.
Look out for that lift, everyone. Harry ride.
That's me.
Well, unlike the lift, she only goes down. Too much. Stop getting on. I remember I had this memory the other day. I don't know why. So do you remember I was your equivalent to Michael and Chrissy, I feel.
Yes.
Well, probably me and Andrew too.
Yes.
But we used to bake together a lot. Yes. So we got, the little boxes that were already kind of, you just add an egg, essentially. Mm-hmm. But something had happened. I think my mum wasn't well or something. I don't know why. She was in bed. Then I decided I too would be in bed beside her. God love her. She probably she was sick, but I can't remember why. And then I'd gone into the bathroom. We used to have this little glass dish with starfish and seahorses. I can't remember. They're made out of nearly like glass, but they weren't.
Okay.
And I did something. I don't know what I did, but I smashed it on the floor by accident. And then I was up to 100. And then I had to come over to you to bake. And I was like, well, I'm up to 100 to smash the whole thing.
What age were you then?
I don't even think I was diabetic yet, so could have been 6.
Pre-beatus?
I was definitely in primary school, but possibly 5 or 6.
Do you remember whenever you were younger than that, you would have been at nursery school?
Yes, down in the Orange Hall.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Do you remember coming home from nursery school into Claire's house now?
Yes.
When Nanny was there?
Yes.
And I would have come home from work at lunchtime, made us all your lunch?
Yes.
And
banana sandwiches or not sandwiches. Banana and toast. Sesame Street.
Or fried potatoes or a wee egg.
Oh, remember fried potatoes, yeah. And do you remember the plant pot that was on the stand? It was quite fancy.
Jardiniere.
Excusez-moi, jardiniere. Yeah.
I'm watching Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Hope you're all enjoying this. Let's reminisce.
We tripped
down. Do you remember? Everyone think about your childhood traumas. They're right in and tell us.
One episode of Sesame Street that sticks in my head, and it was the Spin Doctors were on it with the song Two Princes.
No.
But they changed it to be about cooperation and all. It was amazing.
What?
Yeah. You know that song? We're two princes here before you. That's what I said.
I'm so impressed that you know those lyrics.
Princes who adore you.
What's the bit?
Marry him or marry me. I'm the one who loves you, baby. Can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree, but I'm the one your princely lover ought to be. I'm the one your princely lover ought to be. Said if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now.
That's so good. That's why I think you would be a good rapper, because you can do that, and that's quite wordy.
It is quite wordy. It's hard to get your tongue around, but I have practiced at getting my tongue around things.
Oh, so I've heard and been told.
So, but yes, cooperation. It was brilliant.
Wow.
They changed the words to be about cooperation.
God, it must be brilliant if you still remember.
I remember Garth Brooks being on one too.
Oh my gosh, no.
I can't remember what his song was that he changed, but the Two Princes one has stuck in my head.
Oh, there was one day I mitched off school, primary school.
Primary school?
Primary school. I faked sick because my nerves were away. I just had enough. I was dysregulated. Discombobulated. Now, I can't remember whether it was I think it was P6. And I think it was just the pressure of all these exams and all. And Maz has been my nemesis from day one. From the announced what time my birth was, I was like, no, stop this madness. So again, in hindsight, this was probably really annoying because my mum obviously had to go to work, but poor Claire, she had been on night shift or was off or something, had to spend her day with me. Like, God love her. She's probably bloody raging.
Oh, no.
But I was next door.
You were an easy child.
Do you remember when she had my father would not agree. Whoever he is. The green sofa in Claire's. Do you remember it had like leaves all on it? It was pretty trendy. And she had the armchair and the wee sofa. Remember this green sofa?
No.
Oh, you must. You simply must. But anyway, we were watching something and I was like having a good time. And then I was like, oh shit, I need to pretend I'm sick. So I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, just going to go up to the bathroom. I feel a bit sick. And I just went up there and I probably just went, So in the meantime, Claire was also on the phone to Caroline being like, she's not sick, she's absolutely faking this. Mm-hmm. Caroline took me straight down to school to be like, what's going on? Yep.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. She was like, there's some reason you're not going, what is it? And my teacher, Mrs. Bell, who's still there to this day, God love her. Yeah, she's a lovely woman. Was like, what's the problem? And I was like, I hate maths. Well, actually, we were all crying. Everyone was crying. It was really emotional.
Was Mrs. Bell crying?
No, probably not. Me and Mum were crying. We were very emotional.
It's probably your hormones working on you.
At that age?
Yeah.
Do you think so? Oh, tough times.
But it's not mention if you fake sick because you're at home.
Okay.
Mention's where you have to just
let on you're going in, but go somewhere else. Did you ever mitch?
No, never.
Are you quite a rule follower, you?
You? Yeah.
Yeah, you like the rules.
Well, I either follow them or don't, but I don't sort of.
Great. She's either asleep or she's awake.
I don't hide away from them. I'll either do it or not. But I'll tell you. You know what I mean?
Right, okay, yeah. You'll be open about it.
Yeah, I did fake sick though.
Did you?
Yes, but I'm sure I've told this before. I used to love faking sick when it was Cheltenham Festival. Because my dad always booked it off work. So he was at home. I used to fake sick and be at home, and then I would be lying on the sofa with a blanket over me and all. And then he'd be watching the horse racing, and then he would give me like so many 20p's, and then he would have 20p's, and he would give me the paper, pick a horse in the next race. So I'd go down, pick the names and the colours.
Oh my God, you're having the time of your life.
Oh, I was loving life. And picked a horse, and then he picked one, and whoever won out of our two got 40p. I made a fortune.
That's cute. Yeah, that's lovely.
Oh, so I still love horse racing to this day.
There you go, and that's why you love a wee blanket over you. Like
and I love a blanket.
Last episode. There you go, your magic blanket. So that's lovely. Yeah. Fond memories.
Very fond.
Fond memories.
So how's your week been, Vanessa?
It's been decent. Nothing really to report. I was going to go roller skating today to practice because usually I'd be going obviously on Sunday, but I'm away to Dublin again.
To say usually I'd be going on a Sunday, you've been one Sunday.
Well, I'm meant to be going, for 6 Sundays in a row. It's very hard to get free time in a row, but I think the rest should be okay. But then I decided, I just talked myself out of it. I just couldn't go on my own, which really annoyed me. So I'm like, but it's only roller skating and it's something I really want to do. Because I've been reading a lot on Instagram. You know, people are like, if you can't find someone to go to a concert with, just go.
Yes.
Go to the gig, go to the cinema, go to whatever you want to go to. Don't miss out just because your friends aren't available.
Well, you wouldn't go roller skating on your own. Is there anything you would do on your own?
Have a shower.
I feel cinema on your own's okay.
I think everything on your own's okay. I just get into my head. Like everyone's like, oh, you're a loser. When no one really cares. Nobody cares.
No. I think cinema's more acceptable on your own.
Can I tell you? Yes.
Yeah.
Went to the cinema yesterday with Amira.
What'd you go see?
Oh, the Phoenician Subject or something.
Never heard of it.
It's Wes Anderson one. It was quite weird. But they did not turn the lights off in the cinema.
Oh, no.
First and foremost, actually, we went in. Our screening was at 3:40 p.m. We went into the screen at 3:30 p.m. and it was full of children. Now, Wes Anderson's very arty, very
not a kids movie. Like
you'd expect,
students.
Artists, students, hipsters. That's the kind of vibe. And I was like, what's going on? On the screen was Peppa Pig.
No way.
Peppa Pig. So we came back out to be like, are we in the wrong screen? And Amira looked it up, and it was the screening of Peppa meets her new baby sister. So it just hadn't finished yet. So then we went in after, and it was correct. So they turned off the big main lights, but all the little lights on the side were still on, and I was just very confused. And they went off at the end when the credits came on.
They went off and the big lights came up?
No, they all went off. We were in pitch darkness to leave.
Somebody's mixed up
Somebody's
there.
having a laugh. But when you hear this as well, so you know there were so many adverts.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, like so many. And we're just not used to adverts anymore, I feel, due to all the streaming services. But, pardon me, there was this ad, and mother had to put her baby, I don't know why it's all baby themed for me this week, in the wee cot, and turned out the light, and when she turned out the light, there's a big shadow man standing over the cot, and she turned it back on. It was this like bald Uncle Fester type looking man, but he was like 6 foot with really horrible teeth and all like this. And he took the baby, and she was like, I need my baby back. And he was like, you can't have your baby because we want your milk. And I, honest to God, can you guess what this ad is for?
No.
Please try.
Cadbury's chocolate. Glass and a half in every bar.
No.
What?
Right, so you're watching it. Quite scary. I was like, what? So he's all, we want your milk. Flashes to a calf in a cage, being like, cows are separated from their calves so you can have their milk. How do you feel about that? You're drinking their milk. And I did feel bad, but I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're at the cinema. I don't need reminded.
So was it for plant-based milk? What was it for?
Yes, it was for veganism, basically. But it was traumatizing and just not what you want on a Friday afternoon when you're trying to have pure escapism, and that wee man's like, we want your milk.
That's weird.
Horrifying. Then, not joking you, 3 ads in a row for body deodorant.
So a lot of stinkers sort of
let me tell you, vegans and stinkers, they probably knew. That was, that's what I thought. I was like, you don't need to tell the vegans to be vegan; they already know. But the body deodorant, it just zoomed in on people's crotches and said,
and a big screen.
Yeah, various names for the crotch, and then the bum, various names for the bum,
and
then your boobies, and then your pits, and then everywhere. They're just deodorizing everything everywhere. Your feet, everything. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, here, don't go that far with my deodorant.
Well, this is a body deodorant, Philip. This is a whole new thing.
I don't think your whole body odors.
I don't think it does either.
There's certain areas that odor.
Yeah.
I don't even deodorant.
I don't think you should. Like, this is getting out of hand.
I don't spray deodorant on my feet.
No, it's getting out of hand. It's not right.
And you see your area?
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's good to be spraying flipping sure.
No, I don't think so. Be unsure, actually. But yeah, two in a row or 3 in a row up for body deodorant. I said, Jeepers creepers. That's enough.
That's more than enough.
So that was really the height of it. Oh, I got to get the bus as well. I got the bus, and I was so happy to get the bus. My mum really doesn't like me getting a bus. I don't know why. I'm not.
Why do you like getting a bus?
Because it just reminds me of being like 15 and getting the bus with Amy to go to Oscars to work, and we used to share an earphone back in the days when it wasn't wireless, so I had an earphone each and would listen like Avril Lavigne and Evanescence on the way up, and you just get to think. You don't need to concentrate on driving.
So you got the bus to Belfast?
Got the bus to Dundonald. That's as far as I went in the number 7.
And then what'd you do?
Then met Amira for lunch, went to cinema, back again.
You went to Dundonald in the cinema?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we played air hockey as well, and I had to go on a club.
I love air hockey.
Love air hockey, but you know what? It wasn't very blowy, and the puck was a bit sticky.
What's the other name for air hockey? Foosball?
Oh, but no.
It is. It's foosball.
Babes, no.
What's foosball?
What do you think of foosball? So air hockey has a puck, and you're telling me foosball.
Oh, foosball, so we play it on the sticks.
You need to watch more Sesame Street.
Foosball?
Yeah. Do you like it?
I do like it.
Yeah, it's good. But that's been the height of it.
That's very interesting.
But there has been things that
Oh.
are just making me a wee bit emotional these days when I'm doom scrolling.
Oh, what's been making you cry?
I get so emotional, baby.
All right, Whitney.
So first of all, I was watching a video, don't know why, of a social experiment from back in the day, and it was two babies side by side.
Mhm.
Babies again. Oh my gosh.
You trying to tell us
Please,
something?
please, no, please.
Your ovaries?
No, please. They were side by side and they were showing the impact of social neglect. So
Oh, Vanessa, don't know
Right.
me, baby. Is this actually true?
yeah, they did. See the experiments they did back in the day. Doesn't bear
Is it
thinking about.
any wonder the human race is the state it's in?
Well, it was obviously for the greater good, but I just want to know what happened to this wee baby because
How is it for the greater good neglecting a baby?
to understand what happens.
But what about that baby that was neglected?
I know. I don't know. I'm really hoping it was.
And I mean, you
just
don't
for a
really
minute.
need to neglect a baby to understand that neglecting a baby isn't good.
I know. I don't really know why they were doing it. I don't know. It's kind of like saying, you know.
Yeah, I wonder if I cut my head off, would it kill me?
Let's
try it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
no, I think
know.
you would know that's not good.
Oh my goodness. No, I did watch a version of this before when I was doing my counselling training, and it was a baby in a high chair and his mummy's all like, you know the way you do, and then she drops the toy, picks it up, and it's just like this. And she doesn't move and she doesn't do anything. And the baby just absolutely freaks out. The baby's enjoying it at first when they're playing, and then once she stops that, the baby like starts crying and like just can't.
So that's a child feeding off your emotions.
Yeah. It's not mad.
Yeah.
But the ones with the baby, sorry everyone, I'm so sorry, you're all going to cry too, but if I had to cry, you have to cry. Showed, so these people came in to visit it. It must have been in a hospital, it looked like it was in a wee bassinet type thing. Playing with one, talking to one, and the other one just stops eventually, just lies there like, it was awful. It was the worst. I was like,
no, I hate them. Why would you watch that?
I don't know. I was just like scrolling, and then I was like, what? And I was like, oh no. So that was me crying for an unknown baby. Then, have you heard about this thing they do to sheep?
What do they do to sheep?
So I can't remember what it's called now, but it's almost like sheep dipping or something, right? And somebody is petitioning against this. I think it is legal in the UK, but don't quote me because you know me. But they put them in this big pen, right? This big cage, essentially, they can't get out. Rammed with sheep, rams, and dip them into this water solution that is meant to prevent like parasites and stuff. But they like submerge them as if they're, and sheep don't know to hold their breath, obviously. So they're like dunking them underwater and then pulling them up, and then half of them have died.
How long do they hold them under?
Ages. Why would you do that? So again, this woman is.
You need to put an oxygen mask on them first.
Well, the woman was petitioning, being like, "You're doing this because you can do so many at once. It's not for the protection of the sheep at all. It's just so you can save money by not doing it one at a time or finding a more humane way to do it." So that set me off as well. So I'm passing myself about these sheep.
Okay. What upset you more, the sheep or the babies?
The babies. Oh, they're both pretty hard to understand. But that's been me. It's a wild emotional roller coaster in my brain.
Oh dear.
And that's why. So I should really get off my phone. Although I did go and buy. Really old one. What's in this? I've gone hyper, Philippa.
No,
sorry, you go ahead.
No, you finish your train of thought. I'm still thinking about those neglected babies.
I know, I'm so sorry. My mum's gonna be really upset about both those stories. Sorry, mum. Sometimes she cries at like anything. And she does this.
Yeah.
Sometimes if we talk about Monty not being here anymore, she absolutely she'll cry as if it's just happened. I'm like, it hasn't happened. But I had to go and buy a book because there's this movie coming out called Hot Milk, and apparently it's a book and everybody's raving about it. So
what's it about?
I don't know yet. Hot milk, I guess.
Wee glass of hot milk before bed. Is that soothing thing?
I went to Waterstones. I don't know if this is a tourist thing or just I'm very impulsive, but when I want something, I have to go and get it. Like I had to finish work. Waterstones closed at 9. I finished at 8:30. I was like, ooh. Went in, had to find the book, had to get it.
And did you
I got it, guys. Got it. Read 6 pages. So I don't know how that goes because that's what I'm trying to do to stay off the phone.
Okay.
Stop seeing these horrific videos.
Okay, so that's a movie that's coming out.
Yeah. Keep us posted.
Are you fond of the cinema?
I love the cinema. I love it, but I really don't go very much. But I love it.
Me neither. I should go more.
Do you have an Omnipass?
I know, but I'll see what's on this month, and if there's nothing, I'm going to cancel it.
Oh, one last hurrah. Should I have one last hurrah?
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, hurrah, hurrah.
Hurrah.
Hurrah! So last session, no, last
session,
episode.
yes.
I'm like talking like a therapist. Last session, we explored your inner child. You said you were talking to me about gorillas.
Yes. And you had missed out the whole debate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who do you think would win?
Yeah.
In a hand-to-hand combat.
Here we go.
Fist fighting.
Yeah.
Between 100 men
Mm-hmm.
and one gorilla.
100 men and one gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 100 men.
Yeah.
Is that the right way around?
Yeah. Yeah. Gorillas are strong. A lot of people say they're gorilla.
One gorilla could kill 100 men.
Yes. A silverback.
I don't know.
Like a big ape, a big strong ape with big arms. No.
Oh my god. Okay.
Everybody's saying that the gorilla
All right.
would swipe away the men and all.
Good for them.
But
So what, I'm wrong?
no, there's no right or wrong answer. It's all
Okay.
speculation.
Yeah.
But there's other things you need to take into consideration, I feel.
Right.
Who are these 100 men?
Right. Yeah.
How fit are they?
How angry are they?
Mm.
Do they want to?
Are they vegan? Do they not want to
They'll
hurt
not
the
be
gorilla?
playing. Yeah,
Mm.
they'll not be playing.
And the gorilla?
Mm-hmm.
How old is he? How hungry is he?
Yeah.
How pissed off is he?
Yeah. True. Mm-hmm. That's right. Are you goading them all beforehand,
Yeah.
or what? Is this like a gladiators kind of scenario?
Uh-huh. And what's the terrain? Is it in like an amphitheater like the gladiators?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it like in the jungle?
Good question.
Hometown advantage, you know what I mean?
That is true. I wouldn't like to watch the fight, I must say.
Would you not?
I don't think so. Gorillas are a wee bit scary.
But you're not there, you're not fighting, you're just watching.
I know, but I don't like monkeys. Freak me out in general. Any of the ape family.
And they're too human-like.
I just think it was from that thing from Oprah I told you. The woman got her face ripped off by a chimpanzee.
Did you see that program on Netflix?
No. What?
It's about people having chimpanzees for pets and all the
They all attack?
Yes.
See, you're not meant to have them as pets. That's wild. No. Sure, it's like my precious turtle, Rockalina. Didn't I tell you about Rockalina?
No.
Rockalina is a box turtle who was lifted from her native home. They should live in forests.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just imagine that, obviously. And she spent 50 years on a kitchen floor. 50 years on the kitchen floor. So turtles have beaks.
Yeah.
And her wee beak is deformed. Her wee legs deformed. So this turtle rescue centre got her, and she's living her best life.
Aww.
Like, I would consider getting a Rockalina tattoo. I love her that much.
Really?
Yep. I just think.
Do you think that'll
what
be
a
your next
story.
tattoo?
No.
Have you decided? Are you going to get another one?
Yeah.
You decided?
Well, if I get really good at roller derby, they all have really cool tattoos, so I'm going to have to up the ante here.
Like skates?
No. None. I don't think any of them have. Can't remember. But no, because in case I'm really bad and end up being like the team mascot or something, I could see that happening. Because I was definitely the worst one there. That's why I wanted to practice today, and I didn't, and I should have.
I would have went with you.
But here we are. I just don't want to be like, do you want to spend 2 hours watching me?
I would have. Scrolled on.
You should have given it a go.
Vanessa.
Remember last time you tried it?
I tried it, and look how bad it was.
Well,
it was horrendous. I couldn't even get round the ring once.
It's very hard work, isn't it?
It is so hard. They're heavy on your feet.
They are. Did I ever tell you about Maria from my work sending me one of the best questions I've ever been sent?
No.
So it was a picture of a dolphin,
right?
Dolphin A had a recorder in its blowhole. Okay?
A recorder? Like
you play an instrument in its blowhole. Dolphin B had a recorder in its mouth. And it was like, which one do you feel would be accurate? How would a dolphin play?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Where was Dolphin C's recorder?
Did I say 3?
Oh.
Where's Dolphin C's recorder? Have you made up a wee joke? Oh, I don't know where. Oh, like it's bum. Silly. You're silly. You're silly, Billy. No.
That's made me go.
That's enough.
Its mouth.
Its mouth. So that's what I said. I said
Because it's his blowhole, not his nose.
well, I said I feel like it would be. I want it to be option A through the blowhole, but I think it's probably B.
How could it get its hands up to play it if it's on the
A dolphin doesn't
blowhole?
have hands, Philippa. Are you okay? It's in the shandy. Dolphin has fins.
I know, but how does it get its fins up to the blowhole to play it?
Well, I think it's just blowing once. I don't think this dolphin is really looking to be in a band of anything.
Has this been done? Has
This has gone too far.
Has this been tested scientifically? And I feel its mouth. I feel the blowhole is a nasal type cavity.
Okay, well, I've got news for you. It
What?
would be through its blowhole.
No way.
A dolphin breathes through its blowhole.
What's his mouth for?
Chatting and eating.
Well, there you go.
There you go. We learn something new every day.
Absolutely.
Every day, just school
And then do they have noses?
like nostrils?
Mhm.
I'd have to consult Google on that one. Just you ponder that. Talk to the.
Ponderosa.
Do dolphins
have
have?
nasal cavities.
I'm just going to say nostrils.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cavity's a good word.
Yeah, they do. Oh,
Where?
that's very confusing.
So they have
A blowhole, a mouth,
blowhole.
and nostrils. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? The anatomy of a dolphin. You didn't know you were getting this today, but here you are.
there you go. We'll be
You're
testing on it next week.
welcome. Okay. Any other questions along those lines? We love questions like that, don't we?
Yes, we do. Send them in.
Mhm.
Anything you need
Have I
pondered.
asked you the one, if you were to be an item of furniture, what you would be?
No.
Well, we were talking about this. Someone I know brought their new dating person to meet me. And naturally, I had to ask, if you were a piece of furniture, what would you be? Almost like if you were in Beauty and the Beast, right? But
Oh, okay. Yes.
however, none of the Beauty and the Beast, none of the
Okay.
ones that already exist. So
Okay.
if I were to go, there's Philippa as an item of furniture, what would you become?
Probably a lazy boy chair
Lazy boy chair.
because I'm lazy. No, I could do better than that. I would probably like to think I'm more of a console table.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. And why?
Tall, sleek, useful,
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure I know
but dated.
what a console table is.
Well, you know,
There's a tall table.
you know, this is like a coffee table.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
A console table would be higher,
Okay.
thinner, narrower.
And is it a table?
And yeah, it has legs on it, but you would get them in like narrow hallways and stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
What would you be?
I would be like, do you remember the lights from back in the day that you would get in Argos, and it's like a disco ball, but it's just a ball, and it's had all the lights, and you plugged it in. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
like a,
Is that furniture though?
that's a household object.
Yeah, but you didn't say a household object. You said an item of furniture. A light isn't strictly speaking furniture.
Okay.
Not to be pedantic.
It's my question, so
Not
I
to
can
be
say what I
pedantic.
want. I would like to be. Could I be fun bedding? No, I'm really into the accessories. I'm not really committing to.
Do you know what I could be also?
What?
An ottoman.
An ottoman?
I like an ottoman.
Okay.
Very useful, decorative.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty goes on the inside.
Feels like. Sorry.
My mother listens to this.
So does mine. Ow, that really stung.
Stung me too.
Ouch.
Sorry.
We'll just gloss over that, don't worry. They're not listening anyway. We only watched it for a bit of sympathy. I don't know then, you'll have to come back to me. A mug.
It's not furniture. Do you know what furniture is? A bed settee.
No. Yes! Because everyone puts their feet on me all the time. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
We'll leave it there. I'm gonna make another joke, but on that. Well, no, it's getting X-rated on here.
what do you think of all these celebrities and their weight loss journeys?
I'm a mixed bag.
Have you seen your old favourite Kelly Osbourne? She doesn't look like herself.
She doesn't look like herself at all. Nor does her mother.
Her mother's desperate looking.
Desperate.
Also,
I find the biggest, I don't want to use the word betrayal, but maybe, I don't know, disappointment is Lizzo. Because Lizzo's whole brand was Big is Beautiful.
Yes.
Lizzo had her big girl dancers.
But then she sort of screwed that up herself.
Well, allegedly. So that was a bit.
How much is I haven't seen her.
Oh my
since
goodness,
her weight loss. Is she unrecognisable?
Like, she looks great, like, fair play, but like, don't make it your brand if you're then going to betray us.
Yes, you can't be embracing it how you love yourself and all your curves and be embracing them and then change them all.
I mean, I guess you can. She can change her mind once she's her own person, but it's just a wee bit of a sting of sell out.
Yeah, if everybody's bought into that brand.
Yeah,
that Big is Beautiful.
Yeah,
and then the person selling it to you.
It's like, no.
Yeah, it's not actually.
No. Hey, what about Kris Jenner's face, though? You seen it?
No.
Oh my gosh, she looks amazing.
Kris Jenner?
Yeah, the mum of the Kardashians.
Yeah. Why? What happened to her face?
She got, like, some sort of something done, but you'll not believe it. Like,
does she look like herself?
Sure, yes, not AI. No? Well, I don't know. But she looks amazing. But I do think
Is she on Ozempic?
No, I don't think so. She
wasn't a weight loss
thing. Wasn't big.
Do you know who shocked me the most in the weight loss journey?
I just don't know what this is going to be.
Fredo the frog.
What?
Do you know Fredo?
Yes, Fredo? I know him well. I'd run at the cinema.
He used to be a wee chubby, wee cutie chubby wee frog.
He was the size of the whole bar?
Yeah. No, he's not.
Stop it.
The bars have gone up to 35p. 35p a bar. Why is that?
35p to go on a boat.
30p for going for a boat. 35p for Fredo.
Yeah.
And why has the price gone up?
Why?
Because fucking Fredo's on the Ozempic, costing a fortune.
Fred!
He's now a wee skinny thing with wee skinny frog legs.
Oh, no. That's
and his shirt's too big on him and his wee skinny legs out the bottom. I'll show you a picture. Look, give me a picture here.
That's shocking desperate altogether.
Honest to God. Desperate looking.
That's wild.
And no one is safe. Big he's all mouth now.
No one is safe.
Who's all
next? Who's next? Michelin Man? Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Imagine if the Michelin Man went on Ozempic. All the tires would be flat.
Flat! That's just wild. No one is safe.
No. So there you go. That had me.
That was you up
35p for Fredo, and then when I opened it, he was skinny.
Japers.
No wonder.
Japers, scrappers.
Oh.
That's wild altogether, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not cool.
No.
Not cool. I was going to say to you, I don't know why, but
I don't like Mondays.
Tell me why.
Oh, that was telling me why.
Sorry. I was playing a wee game. I don't know if I've told you this before. With one of the children that I work with, and it's a memory game. So it's all the wee squares. And now mine's Harry Potter.
Okay.
Which is now cancelled because JK. But anyway,
okay.
So it's already been purchased before she was awful. So Ron Weasley's mum is in it. I don't know if you've seen it. Played by Julie Walters. Yeah. She has ginger hair and a fringe. So we're playing this game. Child turns over the ma and goes, "That looks like you." So I would just like to take some time, if I may, to tell you all the people I have been told I look like so far in my life.
Okay.
So we have Ron Weasley's mum, played by Julie Walters. Just imagine her in a ginger wig. I'll put a photo if I can. Geraldine, who is Peter Kay's alter ego.
Our Geraldine?
Yeah, picture.
She's a straight bob.
You tell me.
There's a program on Sky called Poker Face.
Poker Face, Poker Face.
I've never seen it, but it comes up on my Sky home screen. Right. Michael's watched it.
Yeah.
And the lead character in it is very much like you. I think it's just because she's red hair and a French curl. Like, she's young and good looking.
I'll take it.
But I think it's just there.
But there's more.
Okay, tell me more.
The worst one, which I think I did tell you, was a fella coming up to me in Maverick saying, "You look like the woman from Home Alone that feeds the birds."
Brenda Fricker.
Brenda Fricker.
Brenda frickin' Fricker.
And I was like, what?
No, that's an insult.
Then he
Why would you
goes,
not
it's
punch her in
just the
face?
hair. And I was like, she's not even ginger.
No.
What are you talking about?
She's an
what are you
old
talking
woman
about?
with grey short hair.
Looks like Pierce Morgan. Remember that? That's the thing.
What?
Yeah.
Pierce Morgan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, all the Pierce. And also, I used to get a lot. Now, this is quite funny, Erin. I have to tell a story. I'm really sorry. I was on the phone to Erin and I says, another client was like, oh, you really remind me of my cousin. And she said it so fondly because, cousins are the best.
Oh, absolutely.
And I say, I'm on the phone. And I says, I hope you like her. She goes, oh, I love her. That's like, cool. And I says, usually people say I look like Daphne from Scooby-Doo. And, no, sorry, I said Velma. No, which one's which? Hold on. Which one's which?
Daphne's one with the glasses, the nerdy one.
Right. So I says Velma.
No, that's Velma.
Stop it, Philippa!
God, I don't know.
Hold on.
Daphne's the nerdy one.
Daphne. My glasses.
No, that's Velma. Jeez.
Oh yeah, Daphne is the non-nerdy one. So I says, oh, usually people say I look like Daphne. And Erin was like, Daphne? Do you not mean Velma? And I was like, why Velma? I was like, why are you getting Daphne's ginger too? I was like, what are you getting that? And then she was with herself. Daphne! I wouldn't think so.
You see, if you put your hair up,
yeah,
right, and like a big ponytail, but only buffed it up like a beehive,
yeah,
you would be like, can I add another one to your list?
Here we go. May as well.
Wilma Flintstone?
Wilma!
I don't think.
No, because she doesn't wear glasses. She
wears your glasses?
She has a waist this size, and
a heart this size.
And her eyes are toady.
Yeah. Yeah.
My eyes aren't that toady.
I have really small eyes.
Like my lips. Oh, do you know what's getting
she doesn't have lips.
The hooded eyes. Oh, Philip, I'm tortured with the hooded eyes.
It's a family curse.
Well, it's annoying. And now all my algorithms are telling me how awful hooded eyes are.
You have to have...
hooded eyes.
I think you can get cream to reduce the hood.
I'm not buying into it. Not buying. I'll just be hooded.
Hooded claw.
Hooded claw.
What was that? Penelope Pitstop? Help! Help! It's the hooded claw.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Help! Help!
Do you remember that?
Was Antel Mom?
That party your mum had, and we all dressed up as cartoon characters. My mum was Penelope Pitstop.
Yes, your mum was great.
And you were a Teletubby.
Was it cartoon characters?
Oh, maybe it was just TV. I don't know.
I don't know.
Fictional characters.
Who were you?
The Mad Hatter.
Oh, and Erin was the rabbit.
And Amy was Alice. Alice! Who is Alice?
Who knows?
Who is? I don't know. Not me.
Who knows? Who knows?
Do
you like a fancy dress party? You do, don't you?
Love
You're
it.
partial to fancy dress?
If I ever decide to get married.
Okay.
Probably not. What I'm going to do is tell you all fancy dress party. Then you'll show up and I'm like, surprise, it's my wedding.
Da, da, da.
So if that ever happens. No, I might also do that for my 40th birthday in 5 years' time. So don't get excited if that
You might get married or have a birthday.
Either or.
You want presents. You want presents and everybody to be in fancy dress.
Presents and presents. Thank you.
Well, for your 30th, I had a good costume
Well,
planned.
this is what I was going to ask you. Also, one more that I got told I look like Dame Edna. Because to be fair,
your fancy glasses.
The old glasses, and it was Kirsty's lover that said that. I don't know why I said lover. That was horrible. Sorry. But Kirsty still coming. What? Yeah. Have you had any
lookalikes? No. Do you think I look like anybody?
There is a Nessa vibe to you.
There is a Nessa
vibe. You
vibe.
don't look like her necessarily.
And who's the one in Scooby-Doo again? Who's the nerdy one? Velma. I got told to look like Velma when I had my French.
Yeah.
I got my
I
French
get Velma
at first.
all the time, regardless French or not.
I
I'm a
got
nerd.
Velma.
Jinkies.
Who else have I had?
Do you remember when my mum went to Swimmit and took a picture of a woman and said it looked like
How rude.
She actually did though, like older than you. But like there was a wee glance. You'd have thought.
But is there any need to take a picture and send it to me saying this looks like you actually not? She does not. No
amazing
freaking way. Rachel.
Oh. Class. Sure, one of the kids in school says, I'm going to draw a picture of you. And she did a side profile, and I was like, there's no need for a side profile. And she gave me one huge nostril. Like,
you have a cute wee nose.
I was like, what? Mabel also drew me at Christmas time, a wee niece. Not at Christmas time, just literally the other week when we were there. I was like, Christmas time. And she drew just a little egg head with glasses. And I was like, that looks like your granddad, doesn't look like me. So she went away, and then she comes back and she just goes, that was the hair. And she's like, there. Up there. Yeah. So that's that,
Kids
Philippa.
can be very
Cotton.
telling.
Telling no lies, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Any other business on your end?
No. Can't think of anything.
Okay.
We have a few things coming up. Are you looking forward to Alanis?
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm
Did you
poor,
know?
but I'm kind.
You're very good at
I'm sure. Did I know what?
that. She used to go out with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That song about her in the cinema, like.
It's not about him.
Stop
giving us misinformation. Yes, it's about somebody else though.
Sure
You ought to know.
Yeah.
And I'm here to remind you. That's how you do it. Let's just do that. Yeah.
Right. Tell me how to do it.
Okay. I'm broke, but I'm happy.
I'm broke, but I'm happy.
I'm poor, but I'm kind.
I'm poor, but I'm
It's kind of
kind.
like in the back of your throat. I'm poor, but I'm kind.
I'm poor, but I'm kind. I can't get on the back. It's too far forward.
I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah.
I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I can't do it at all. My accent. I'm really hopeless at accents and voices.
I saw a brilliant video the other day, and it was a woman being like, when that song comes on, she's like, oh, I love this song, so it's playing, and she does not know the words at all, and she thinks she loves it, and she's like, I got one hand in my pocket, and the other one's to giraffe. Do you remember in COVID?
Did she thank you, Birmingham?
Thank you, Birmingham. If she does not play that song, I'm going to be cross, and we're going to be like, Birmingham. What's I going to tell you there? Oh, do you remember during lockdown, and I had to entertain you all with the drum videos?
Yes.
Very
what happened
niche
then?
time. Well, I just think it's in the past where it belongs.
Oh, okay.
Do you know? But I met my friend Gillian when I was over in London, and she just loved them, and that's all she ever talks about. And her husband Alex he loves it. He was like, "Where's your drum?" And I was like, "Alex, it's retired." But I did that song, one hand in my pocket, and I could not get it right for love nor money.
Many takes.
I don't even know. We had to resort to Pereira being the director, putting the lyrics on the wall because I couldn't get the order right. I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's flicking a cigarette, doing a peace sign, playing a piano. I couldn't get the order correct.
Playing a piano. Why can I not do it right?
Can you do that? Yeah, I don't know.
You ought to know.
Yeah, that's better. That's good. When is that? Soon.
This month.
June? Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's all.
Should we get Alanis t-shirts?
Merchandise is very expensive.
No, should we buy it on Amazon before we go? I mean, cheap stuff.
Cheap stuff off the dark web.
Ooh. Well, not too dark. Like a wee dark blue.
Was it?
Not black.
See. I was going to buy merch at Scissor Sisters.
Oh, how was it?
Scissor Sisters. So good. Did I tell you this?
No, even without animatronic.
Well, you did miss her. But they did a nice thing at the end. They had massive scissors on the stage, and they would project stuff onto it. Really cool. The whole thing was brilliant, like very theatrical. And at the end, because it was 20 years since that album was released, which is information I didn't need really, played all their old videos and like footage of them, and she was in it. And they do have a song called "Music Is a Victim," if you remember it.
No.
It's such a good song. But they say a line like something. The people there were dancing on it, and that's including Miss Matronic, and he still said Miss Matronic. So
they're still in good
still
terms.
a wee nod to her.
I was watching something on.
Hope we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, no, but this is quick, and it's to do with Scissor Sisters. I was watching something, and it was local news coverage, and it was like the voice of the people in Belfast. The way a reporter stops and asks you something.
Oh, why?
And I swear they stopped and asked somebody, and it was Jake Shearson of the Scissor Sisters. I swear it was him. American accent, looked like him. He was in Belfast.
Could well be.
Yeah, I think
he's in some shape. He's gorgeous.
They're
all gorgeous.
What about Wee Bear?
Baby Daddy.
Baby Daddy?
Gorgeous.
He was
And
always dead cute.
Del Montreo or something, the other guitar player's called.
Mm-hmm.
So they did have 2 women. They had, I've forgotten their names, absolutely. I feel like I told you this last time.
Don't think you did.
Sorry if I did, everyone. But one was sort of looked like Tina Leg's Tantrum, to be honest with you.
Oh.
And was from Texas. And then
Texas Tina? You?
Yes, and then the other one looked like Rita Peach. Burlesque
You did say
vibes.
you took a picture.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Then I was worried Rita Peach would be offended, but like the woman was gorgeous, so hopefully not. But very burlesque, big red hair, class. She's from New York.
New York.
So 2 different vibes, but they did very well. They were very good.
Good. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for Alanis.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Birmingham.
Thank you, Philippa.
Do you have to sing like your nose is blocked
I
up?
don't really know
See,
what.
Kylie Minogue does that. I'm not a lover of it, but I like it when Alanis does it.
I know. It's quite, yeah, like,
Thank you, Birmingham.
I'm trying to think of another song.
I'm no good.
Those are the best ones, I think. One Hand in My Pocket and Ironic. No, not Ironic. You ought to know.
You ought to know.
To impersonate her. I read one of my favorite memes ever was Alanis Morissette to her ex-boyfriend. I want you to know that I'm happy for you. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. I wish nothing but the best for you both. And he's like, that's so kind. And then he goes, Alanis, deep breath. I love that. People are so smart. So
very
funny.
Very clever
so
indeed.
Funny.
Indeed.
But anywho, we'll let you go get back to your business,
Yes.
back to your day.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed that roller coaster.
Yes, that wee trip down memory lane.
A roller coaster, just gotta ride it
all night long.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.